Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is TDC and welcome back to SkyFactory 3. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. I am so excited to get back into this, man. It's been about a week or so since I've played, and it's been a little rough, man. These chickens... Oh, chickens, man. So, since last episode, I have done a little bit of rearranging here. I think I had the chickens around the outside, and since then, I have made our little nesting pins and put them up kind of like in this pattern here. So eventually, I think if we need more, we will probably pull them out this way some, or maybe do some more on this side, but I think we'll probably try to keep it over here. But this is actually pretty nice. So I have these storage drawers down below each one of these guys. I've got some extra ones up here just for random nonsense that we're getting. Some of these are already full. Like I think all the dye ones are already full, or just about anyway. So that's kind of an excess, and we're gonna have to worry about that here in a little while, but today I'm not too worried about it. For now, the excess is just going into these chests here, and you can see it's already full. So I think all those eggs and everything like that I'm just going to void. If anything, I may take like one stack of each type of chicken or something like that, just in case we need them for anything. But see, I mean, some of these are just still $9.99. So we don't really need, 20 stacks of each one of those. So we can probably survive with just like one stack. So I'll probably take one stack, put that in a chest, or put it away somewhere, just in case for whatever reason we lose some of these chickens or something like that, then we can regrow them. But I think it turned out pretty nice, man. So we're getting a lot of stuff. The prismarine was good. The prismarine crystals. We got lots of diamonds, lots of emeralds. The chickens are doing their job, man. But we are done messing with chickens for a little while. I want to take a look at something from Immersive Engineering today. I want to take a look at this silo and see about putting it over here by our crop farms, or our wheat farm. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is pulling this platform out just a little bit here so we can set up the silo on this side. I don't know if it's going to be a permanent structure or not, because we may end up moving some of the stuff around a little bit later on. But what this guy does is it offers space for a lot of stuff. It can hold 41,000 items, 41,472. So it says it's the equaling the capacity of 24 chests. Yeah, so it's pretty big, man, and I think it'll actually look kind of cool. If you take a look in here in the Immersive Engineering book, if you press the little stop button, it shows you what it looks like when it's completely built. So I'm thinking that these are treated wood fences. I don't know, we're gonna find out here in just a second, but we're gonna need that, and then we also are gonna need a bunch of aluminum, which I cooked up a bunch. Yeah, so we'll take 30 and a stack. Do I have any wire cutters? I don't think that I do. How do we make the wire cutters from Immersive Engineering? What do these take? It's just iron and 2 sticks, so that shouldn't be too terrible. So let's come make that real quick, because I know we're going to need that. Just a second. Alright, so I don't know the calculation. It doesn't tell you how many blocks you need. It shows you like the picture and everything like that, but so it's 8 times 7, I think. That's a lot of stuff, but that's the aluminum sheet metal. So if we take a look at the sheet metal stuff here, we need these aluminum plates, which are, we didn't need the uh-oh, bumped my microphone. We don't need the clippers, we need the hammer. Okay, so... wow, that only gives you one back. So I think... that's 1 for 1? Do you only get 1 for 1? I swear it was a little bit different here. Can I get in the right menu, please? Thank you. So... oh, it is. Okay, so that makes sense. 4 of these makes 4 of those, and then you get 1 back if you want to compress it or whatever. So that's fine. Let's see. I think I got my hammer. Is it in my bag? It might be in my bag. It's not in my bag. I don't know where it is. Maybe up here? Nope, not in there. In here? Hammer? Nope, not in there. Oh no. Oh no, it's in my bag. I'm just blind. Alright, so let's make up a whole... what? No, no. Okay, so I'm going to work on making this stuff up real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think that we have everything. I made a little bit extra just in case we need it, but let's take a look in our book again real quick. So it looks like we got 4 posts in like a 3x3 pattern, right? So let's grab these guys here, and we're just going to set this up, I think, on this side because I may want to end up setting up another one. But I believe it's going to be like this, and then we build up around the outside, right? We can take this guy out of the middle, and let's grab our little hammer, and I think that it's 6 tall, so 1 2 3 hold on, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh, it's going so fast. 1 2 3 4 5 maybe. I think it's 6 though, so we'll do 1 2 3 4 5 6. And then if we put this guy here in the middle, like so, and I think we have to hit it with our hammer. So if this doesn't work, doesn't work. Now it's either 1 too tall, or it's not tall enough. So we'll have to see. And it says that the input is from the top side. So the very top middle block is the input. And then the output, which I guess we can automate the thing, is that block right down there. So I guess I'm not really sure how we can automate this thing, but we'll try to take a look here in a little bit. Why you no work? What did we miss? I'm an idiot. It takes iron sheet metal and not aluminum sheet metal. Okay, well, we don't need this anymore. Okay, let's try this again. I had the dimensions right before the very first time, so it was 6 tall. So let's take this guy out, and then we'll do 1 2 3 4 5 6. And then if we put that guy there, now all we should have to do is hit this with the hammer. Sheet metal stash. Okay, so that's pretty awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie. Is there, can we see the inventory? I guess we can't. So if I throw it doesn't suck items up, even though it looks like it kind of should. I guess maybe we have to set this up. Let's see, do I have my chest mover with me? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's grab this guy, and let's grab some conduit. So yoink, and we'll put this guy right here. And then if we do this, I want this one to be insert. So I guess we'll just see what it takes out of here first. I'd like to store, we'll probably end up making 2 of these guys. So 1 for wheat and 1 for seeds, because I would like to both mass store these. And I can't really see us using more than what these guys hold, so I don't really see the point in setting up like a deep storage unit for all this stuff. So whichever one this takes first, I guess, will be the thing that goes in here. So it looks like it's going to be wheat. Oh, that is so cool. Check that out. That is awesome. That it like shows the whole thing. And then I'm wondering if underneath here, so what is that? That is 1 2 3, the 4th block. I'm wondering if we can put an external storage thing from refined storage on the bottom of this guy, and if it would read how much is in there. That's kind of a long ways to run a cable until we start getting like the wireless network stuff up and going, but it would be kind of cool to have that. This is so cool. Alright, so I'm going to set up another one for seeds and then empty that guy out, because I think I'm going to start switching this over to something different. Either like some normal crops or getting some tree farmage going, because I've been doing a couple more trees by hand and it's a little slow. So I think we may want to try to do this with the the farming station. So let me get this done real quick and we'll be right back. Aha! Okay, so I wanted to take a look at the wireless transmitter and receiver from Refined Storage. So this is our receiver, and I believe that this is the one that we're gonna have to put on this guy over here, or close to it. So If we come over here and take a look at this guy, we should be able to put this guy like right there. And then if we put 68 blocks, what does that mean? 68 blocks away, maybe? I think that's what it means. Do we have a dude? What are you doing here, guy? Googly eyed dude. I'm gonna have to light this place up because this is all on flat turf over here. And so dudes can spawn. So if we come back over to our system, I believe we can make the storage guy. Oh, I also made the crafter. I got one of these guys, and this is what I have in it right now. I'm working on getting some other stuff going on because you can see that we're getting really full. So I don't want that to happen. How are we doing here? Let's take this guy out, throw that in there. All this other junk that we don't need. And take this, throw that in there. Perfect. But let's see, we need the external. Oh, we don't have one. External dude. External storage. Oh, what are we missing? Let's make up a couple of those. And then let's make up a couple of these. Alright, so there's that guy, and then let's grab our cable. I don't have a whole lot of it, but that's fine. So now I think if we hook the external storage up to here. Why do you not have power? Are you supposed to have power? That may need power. No. Give me that. I'm gonna put this guy here. And then link that up. Is this thing, maybe that needs power? I'm not real sure. Link to refined storage. So if we go take a look in our system, unless it needs power, it should show that we have a ton of wheat in there. But it's not working. Okay, so do we need to make another one of these guys? The cell, power cell, simple power cell. Aha! Okay, so we'll set that to out, but this is not working. What is that? Those like name dudes or something? I thought that this thing only works with redstone, only works without redstone signal. Yeah, show. Let's see. If we take this guy back over, can we just like click on this? Shift click, nothing happens. I think with this guy here, what we had to do was shift click on it, and then it links to this receiver, and then we just have to put it into this guy here. But I don't remember this like needing power, or is it just too far away maybe, or is there something else? I think maybe there's like a little antenna thing. Wireless transmitter. Okay, so I think that's what we need. Alright, so that should be simple enough. Okay, so let's try this out. I think that we need a couple of these range upgrades because I noticed if you click on this guy, it shows 16 blocks. And then on this guy over here, if we click on it, it says 68 blocks. So I think that means it's 68 blocks away from that wireless receiver, right? So we need to boost the range so this system over here can connect with this block here. Hopefully this is far enough with 4 of these range upgrades. I'm not real sure, but let's just go take a look real quick. So if we throw this, do we throw this in there, or do we throw this in that little antenna guy? I'm guessing we put it in the antenna guy. Show. Let's try this out real quick and see. Yeah, it looks like we can put 4 in here, so that's 24 blocks. Oh man, this may not be enough. And I don't really know if we can like doubly increase the range. I guess we'll find out. And then also, one of the other things that I wanted to make too, can we make one of these guys? Let's see, we're gonna need one of those for sure. And then the grid, we can make you. And we can make you. Is there a crafting? There is. Whoop! We got a thunderstorm going on. Oh goodness. Let's do another machine casing. I think this is the one that we want. Wait, what's going on here? Crafting monitor. I thought we had. Huh? Maybe not. We'll put that there. And then wireless crafting monitor. Okay, cool. So how do we power this thing? That's the other question. In you? No. I don't know how to power this guy. Is there like a charger thing? There probably is. Oh well, we'll worry about that in a minute. So let's go ahead and get these last two done real quick and we'll see what kind of range it gives us. There's 32, so we're almost about halfway there. What kind of crap is this? 48 to 40? 32? What? Like why? What's the point? Okay, so let's see. If I make another one of these guys, can we increase the range that way? What are we missing? Another machine casing. Let's make one of those. Put you in there and get you. So if I put this here, oh, I can't put it there. We need another wire? Really? Okay. Well, we'll put it back here for the time being. So if I put you there, 16, 48. Okay, that doesn't really seem to make a difference. So I'm guessing what we can do is we can pull that transmitter like maybe over here. And then hopefully that's close enough. Let's try that real quick and we'll see. Okay, so what am I missing here? So this is 43 blocks, right? And then I moved this guy over here. And so now it shows that this is 48 blocks. So that should definitely be reaching because I relinked the card to this one here, but it's still not working. So I don't really understand how. Do we need a card for this one? I'll bet you would do. Fortune upgrade, grid filter, network card. Do we need another? Nothing goes in there. So I don't really understand how this works. I guess I may have to try to find a tutorial on this or something. Because I figured this was all you would need, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay, I'm an idiot. I was going off of kind of like the backwards rules that normally mods like this have. Like you think like the importer and exporter, right? So importing means it's, well, I guess maybe that, I think I'm just dumb. Not real sure. So we got these backwards. We need the receiver on this side and the transmitter on the other side, right? So let's make sure my magnet's turned on. We will grab this dude here. Actually, let's grab this out of there because I think there used to be a bug where it would delete anything that was inside of it if you broke it. So we want the receiver here, and then we want to right click on this guy here, and then I think this is not affected by range apparently. And we should be able to just plop this guy down over here somewhere. So let's put it right there. And then we can throw this guy in there. Does this work now? I think it's lit up. It's working. And I don't think we even need this guy here. So let's try pulling this off real quick. Did we get... Oh, okay. Maybe it kept the card thing in there. So yeah, this looks like it's working. So now if we come back over to our system and look for wheat, I think it should show up. Maybe 72. Why do I have 72 in there now and I only had 7 in there a minute ago? Not real sure. So maybe this thing doesn't actually register with that mod. Let's see. Can we pull this guy off. I want to see if maybe it connects up here somewhere. External storage. It doesn't show anything. If I click on, let's see, I want to see what this one says over here. So we have another external storage thingamajig right here. So, okay, so that actually does show up. Oh, there's direwolf. Yeah, so apparently I don't think it works with the silos. So that's a bit of an issue. I guess one thing that we could do is set up like a storage drawer or something underneath it that pulls the wheat out, so we always have like a little buffer of wheat. Or something. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this guy off for now, because if I need wheat I can just come over here and grab it. We don't have to have it connected to the system just yet, so that's fine. But what we can do eventually, I think I'd like to set this up with what are those things called? Ender chests. So we could have the farms going completely automated. So the farm would harvest the wheat, put it into the ender chest, and the ender chest would suck it out into the actual silo. I don't know, that could be cool. So I think now that's pretty much it, man. These are actually really cool. So I've got, oh no, I should not have done that. Whoops. I wanted, no! There it is. Dang it. Okay, so let's put this guy here, and let's put all these seeds back in here. Okay, so I did not mean to drop all of these seeds. Okay, crisis averted. We got that all set up and done. Alright, so while this is doing that, I want to start on another project before next episode. And it's going to be it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping that everything goes according to plan, but let's go ahead and toss all this stuff back in here. We're not going to need that for now. And you and you, and then I'll just keep that on us for right now. So I want to make a builder block from RF tools, and we have the clay. I don't think that we do. Clay, we've got those, so we need how many? 16, and then we're just gonna go ahead and get these smelted up. Let's pull those out. Pull you in there, sweet. And then what else do we need? We need another one of these machine frames. So what I want to do is I want to set up an area where we can start working on a separate island, because like I said, I wanted to get our Botania stuff set up on its own island, and I think that I'm actually going to do islands for different things. Like we're going to have kind of like our little main area here, but I would like to have a couple of different floating islands around this area at different heights. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start by setting up one over here, and this is going to be our Botania island. So it doesn't have to be too terribly far, but I would like it to be, you know, not right on the island. Am I going to lose that block? I feel like I might lose that. No, I guess we can kind of see it. So let me get this builder's block set up and going, and then I think we need a cobble gin, and what are the cards? These guys here. So do we need, I think we need a shape card. Okay, so we've got the shape card set, and I've got the dimensions to be 75 by 75 by 75, and I'm not sure which one. I guess it's like XYZ maybe. I guess we'll change this. So let's try this one to be, let's do like, I don't know, 25. So we don't really need it to be super long, like tall. So we're gonna give this a shot here real quick. So let's put this right here, Bob the Builder, and we'll put this guy in here, and it's gonna need power, but let's see, support view mode. Okay, wow. We don't want it to be like that, and this is, that's pretty big. So let's see, let's pull this guy back out of here. Let's set this to 50 25 by 50. So if I put that in there, turn this back on. Okay, so that's pretty good. I guess we really don't even need it to be that thick either, do we? So 15 maybe. Let's try that, and then we're gonna see about the offset thing. Okay, so it is XYZ. So which direction are we facing here? We are facing on the x-axis. So we want it to be negative. So let's see. XYZ negative. That's Discord. Negative 25. Okay, so now that looks pretty decent. Pull that away. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. I might even make it a little bit thicker because once we get started, we're going to kind of chisel it away so it looks like an actual floating island. And I don't want the bottom to just be like flat, so we want it to be kind of, so maybe we will do 25. I think that would be good. Yeah. That'll be pretty rad. Okay, so now we need to make the cobblestone generator, and I think we can feed the cobblestone straight into the builder block and it should start automatically building. But then we also need the simple power cell guy that we made earlier that we're not using. So CobbleGen, let's see. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and upgrade this all the way. Oh no! I want the emerald one. Do we have any blaze rods over here? Let's go see if I have any blaze rods in here. I think that we might have a few, but I don't know if it'll be enough. We really do need to set up a blaze farm soon. We got blaze powder, blaze rods. Oh, there we go. We actually do have enough. That is awesome. So this is all the blaze rods I have in this world. So we'll do this guy, and then we can do this one with the emerald. So that should be good. And then I also want to make some speed upgrades for our conduits. These guys here. What do those take? A piston? Let's make like 20 pistons. And then the electrical steel. So that is iron, coal, and silicon. Okay, so I got some more crafting to do. Okay, so we got 2 for now. I don't know if that's going to be enough though, so let's see. We want this to be... Gonna need power, which if we put this guy here, it is getting power. We're probably... this is going to be a slow process because I don't think that we're really going to be feeding this guy enough power to do like any real damage. So... we'll see what happens, but if we put some conduit in between here, because I believe all we gotta do is if we throw... Oh, wait. Does this thing not have... builder block? I thought that it had an inventory. Does it not? I guess maybe it doesn't. So let's just see if this works. So if we extract from here with no signal and we input into this guy, what's gonna happen? Nothing. Manual. Builder is one of the most versatile machines in RF tools. It can do rebuild a structure from one spot to another, swap structures between, build geometric shapes. Okay. There's my alarm clock. Okay, so maybe we need a chest underneath it. Oh no! Our power is out. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's shut this guy off real quick. None. Okay. Is that gonna turn our power back on? Maybe here in a minute. Oh no, what happened? Getting power. Is it coming back? I don't think anything's happening. Oh, we really got to upgrade our power soon. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Let's pull this guy off for a second, and we'll grab the conduit underneath it. And then I think that all we have to do is put a chest on top of here, and then that should start pulling, maybe? Or do we have to actually pull the conduit? Extract, insert. No, that's not doing anything. Do a single run and stop. Huh. We have to turn this guy on and off. I forgot about that, man. Alright, so out. Oh, this guy hurts. He has drawn so much power. Okay, so oh, and it runs constantly. Now it's filling up. So we'll set that to none for right now. And now I think that we can actually set this up the way that we had it before. So let's pull this conduit off, and then we'll do one conduit plus the cobblestone thing on top. So put this guy there. That thing emits light. I did not know that. So we'll set this one to insert and this one to extract without signal, and then nothing. It's not doing anything. Okay, so maybe we do need the chest. Alright, so we are getting somewhere. Slowly, but surely, we're getting somewhere. So we'll put that there, and then we'll put this guy on top, like so. We'll set this to extract, and this one to insert. So, oh, it's going. Look at all the mobs up here, though. Okay, so maybe we don't want to do this. Look at them go. We don't want to do this during the nighttime, but that's fine. That's okay. And then we're going to make a couple of items from Botania to swap all this out with smooth stone. So you can see right now it's just all going to be cobblestone, which is fine if we want it in the center of the island, but I do want a layer of actual smooth stone around the outside. So we can do that. Oh, this thing isn't using that much power. So if we throw all that in there, that should take out a big chunk, but this is going to take a little while to do. Let's come over here and sleep real quick, and we'll take a better look at it during the daytime, but I think we're about ready to wrap up this episode, so I got to let this finish before we start recording next episode, and it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm super excited about building these different islands and stuff, but we really do need to work on our power situation, because it is going so slow, and it's just going to drain our power once we turn it back on, so we'll have to figure something else out there, but I think for now we should be okay for a little bit. But anyways, dudes, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Sorry about the derpage. It's been a little while since I've messed with some of these machines. And, you know, the ones that we learned today. So I learned something. I don't know about you guys. But anyways, dudes, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time for some more SkyFactory. All right, dudes. Thanks for watching. Peace.